Hi. So let me turn this down. Hope everybody can hear me okay. Hi, Carol. Hi, Rebecca. Nice to see you here, everybody. I just thought I'd pop on. It's been a while. I've kind of been hiding in my shell, so to speak. No, I'll say I've been heroes in a half shell. That's what's been going through my mind lately for some ungodly known reason. Hi, Amy. Hi, Alyssa. So I'm going to pull some cards tonight. Anybody that does not know me, I am Rachel. I'm primarily a palm reader. I've been doing it for about 34 years. And I take a alternative approach to it, we'll say. Yeah, let's just leave it that way. It's more of like a soul journey kind of reading, but I also do cards, and that's what I like to do on here. Hi, Abigail. It's so good to see you. Abigail's here. Yay. Yeah, thank you for asking, Rebecca. I'm doing okay. Having some health stuff, but it's okay. No COVID. Knock on wood, right? But just some other stuff that I've been putting off that is finally catching up to me, and I'm potentially getting answers. So yay for that, right? It's about time. So I've just been trying to recenter like everybody else that's out there. And I thought I would take some time and be on here. Hope y'all don't mind. I know we got a lot going on the TV and stuff, and I'm not going to dive into that, if you know what I'm talking about. Hey, Abigail, Carol's asking about the baby. Yeah. I tell her that Celia is going to be the next Ruth Bader Ginsburg. That's what I tell her. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I'm going to pull some cards for everybody. I do have the Lenormand deck, the Mirror Truth, and I also have the Oracle deck, Whispers of Healing. I'm going to pull a card, maybe two here and there for people, whoever just kind of, pops into my head. I do have a virtual tip jar. Remember, folks, tipping is appreciated, but is absolutely not necessary. But I am going to go ahead and post that now. If I can figure it out. I'm a one-person operation over here. There we go. Hi, Precy. Good to see you from the Philippines. Wow. And a Taurus. This should be hitting you pretty hard, huh? We're in a new moon. And so now is the time to and Uranus is also in retrograde, right? And so no punches are held back. Okay, we're going to be going through a lot of stuff, and all the Taurans out there are some of the ones that are going to be feeling it the hardest. And my moon is in Taurus. Did I just say that? But yeah, I think I did. But so yeah, I've been feeling the feels, and I've been in my shell like a turtle, just kind of letting it roll off me. Like, no, I've been very insulating and just, right? Been taking the past couple weeks to just kind of breathe. So I apologize. I just kind of went AWOL on everybody, but here I am. So I hope everybody is hanging in there for the new moon. What do we know about new moons, right? This one, I believe, is in Leo. So believe it or not, you may feel a bit out of place. You may feel like the odds are against you. You may feel backed against a wall. And the way to get out of that right now, going into this lunar cycle that we're currently moving into, right? Because this is a new moon, meaning that it's at the beginning phase. There's no, when you look up in the sky, there's no moon, okay? And it will gradually start waxing until it is a full moon, and then it will start waning until it goes back to being a dark moon again, right? Well, now is usually the time when you start focusing on something you really want. You want something to really work out. You want to build something for yourself, some project you want to finish, something like that. Now is the time in lunar phases to start doing that. But as I said, if you're backed against a wall right now, if you're feeling like you just can't take any of this shit anymore, right? Well, the way to help get you out of it, because it is a new moon in Leo, is actually, and don't quote me on that, but that is the thing that's popping in my head right now. So might have been last month. I don't know. It's all a big blur, everybody. But if it is in Leo, the thing that needs to be done with Leo is that they're known for their personalities. They are known for their uniqueness, aren't they? So you need to be you. But are you okay with being you? Okay? I've been having a lot of different dreams, a lot of different meaningful dreams, messages coming through when I meditate. And one of the biggest things, my spirit guide actually got disgusted with me when I was meditating. And I do say this because the imagery and everything that was in my head was of him just throwing this stuff down on the floor. And he yelled at me like this, and he said, "Learn what you came here to learn." And then he got up and walked away. That is big. And it dawned on me, and I need to bring this message to all of you here, is that even if you have the education for something, okay, meaning you're the hardest worker, you've had so much life experience, etc., right? Does that mean that, thank you, Abigail, does that mean, I'll tell you exactly how it was said in my dream, right? My meditative state, I should say, was that just if somebody has education doesn't mean they have the wisdom to execute that education. Think about that. Your uniqueness is your wisdom. Don't shy away from it. Use it. Work with it. It will help you get through all the changes that are happening right now out there. It's a very strong statement if you sit back and you reflect on it. Use those traits and those parts of you that you think are making you an outcast, because that's what makes you you. That's your wisdom that you need to use. Because without it, who are you? What is going on? Learn what you came here to learn. Okay. So, oh, they'll find you, Abigail. They're there. Trust me, they're there. Carol, what do you mean, what? What'd I do? What'd I say? That I flub up? All right. So let me know on the sidebar. Because now I'm like, what'd I say? Because sometimes I get on a tangent, folks, and I'm like, what? Okay. So, but Abigail, you're getting a card. Okay? And not just because you're flattering me. I'm getting a Lenormand for you. And if you've never watched me before, Lenormand, I am an intuitive reader with Lenormand. So if you just go and get a Lenormand deck, which is a French version of a tarot card, okay? they're going to have different meanings. I mean, but it just clicks with me differently. Okay. So, and there's no harm, no foul in that, because every reader has their own form of doing readings. Okay. So, and I am still going to do a palm reading on somebody. Carol, did I say I was going to do it on you? Can't remember if it was someone named Cindy or if it was you, Carol. Carol comes and watches these things quite often. I appreciate her for that. So, Abigail, let's get your card. You okay with that? You'd want a new spirit guide, Carol. See, Carol is saying, you know what? When they said that to me, I sat there in this state. I sat there and I was like, holy shit. I felt embarrassed. I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And then it was just all of these different, it was Cindy, okay. And then I just sat there and all these different images of my life, past events, right, in this current life were going through my mind. And it was just awe-inspiring. And it was also kind of why I decided to tell all of you, even though it's very fragmented and abstract. It's very difficult putting these types of messages out there because they're quite personal too. But I feel that there is some nugget of truth that can be used across the board. Okay. Am I lagging? I apologize for that, everybody, if I am. Let's get Abigail's card. Okay. Look at you. You got the tree. Abigail, going through change. Embrace the change. Okay? It might seem like a small change, but it is enormous. And I'm not talking about the fact that you just had a child. Okay? If we notice, this is all about as above, so below. And as I often say about trees, right? What happens to a tree if you were to cut it off right in the middle? What would happen? Would it continue to grow? Would that part of the tree with the branches, would it continue to grow? No, it wouldn't. That's a part of you that will no longer grow. Your life right now, you have to embrace the branches. You have to embrace where you've been in order to go forward. Okay? Now, you're already getting signs. You're already getting, hi, Valerie. You're already getting signs from that spirit guide that you just said that you can't find, okay? Spirit guides often have a way of kind of sneaking up on us. That may sound kind of scary, but in fact, what I mean is just if you sit back and you think, hey, what did I dream last night? Or, hey, where'd this idea pop up from? Or, hey, what, things will show up in your life once you start pulling back and paying attention to the tiniest detail. That's where you will get the messages from, okay? And if you notice, we also have a little butterfly for that transformation. So their presence is going to be made known, but you have to embrace, I'm going to say it, the mistakes of the past, what you see as mistakes of your past, you have to embrace, okay? Down here, we have the Seven of Hearts, so this is an emotional card, okay? And this is a card of disappointment. That may be a little bit of a harsh word, but it's basically a mindset of where you're like, oh my God, why did I do that? That type of disappointment. Get over yourself, girl. You're stronger than that. You're stronger than that. And I do know you, so come on now. All right. Now, also going to pull an oracle. Yeah, it kind of does match the card, doesn't it? Get your gang an oracle card too, Abigail. Just quick kind of energy thing. Seek seclusion. What was I saying about just in your downtime and messages and dreams and things like that? And when you start paying attention to the little things, if you notice, this is you down here being protected. Messengers coming in dreams, okay? These are peacock feathers for protection and prosperity. And we literally have a trumpet vine over here. So there is so much growth. It's just that you need to pause and take time for you right now and not cut yourself off at the knees. Grow with what you've been because it will take you where you need to be. Okay. That sounded really preachy, didn't it, everybody? I hope that helped, Abigail. Say. Rebecca, you're getting a card. If anybody has any questions or anything in particular, just let me know, okay? You guys got really quiet all of a sudden. I just kind of jumped in here. Hey, everybody, I'm going to be at a flea market. I know, right? But it is like the hugest, biggest, ginormous one in Ohio, right? And it's in Rogers. I know. But you'd be surprised. It's come a long way. I was born and raised in Rogers, okay? Hi, Wendy. And the flea market there was quite notorious. You'd go and you'd bid at the auction on one chicken and you'd end up with 50, actually having bought 50. So that's a true story, and it's a long story, but many a story that brings a smile has been centered around the Rogers Flea Market. So I will be there this coming Friday, and I will have all my candles, and I've been working on so much stuff, everybody. I've been in my shell. I've been in my little turtle shell, right? Heroes in a half shell, right? But I have been really busy just refocusing and recentering and working on my roots. Hi, Yolanda. Good to see you here today. Absolutely. You can order my candles and crystals. If I can find it. Why is that still on there? If you see this, I'm not quite ready. That is a statement about me and a half, isn't it? Oh, my Lord. Okay. All right. So here, this is elementalintentions.com. That is my website. You can go there and you can actually get candles. Now, the candles that I did for this Friday, so stupid, are not on there. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to put them on here later, on the website later tonight. But I just ran out of time. Let me get one person operation, everybody. There we go. I made some votive candles, and they are Mayan hot chocolate, okay, as in the Mayan culture, okay, and they often put cinnamon and chilies in with their chocolate, and these are votive candles that I made. It is a soy blend, okay, my own recipe and everything. It is fragrance oil and essential oil, and I got some little love on top there with some red and some gold glitter, and they shine so bright. They really do, and it smells like just so amazing. It really does smell so amazing. And then I also made some rear view mirror diffusers for the essential oils and the fragrance oils that I have. This is mine. It's terracotta with a tiger's eye bead. And I have different fragrance blends that I make on my own, and it comes with a little bag, and that is a cotton cord so it won't slip. You can knot it on your rear view mirror, and you just add a drop to the terracotta, and it basically, the oil bakes off in the sun in the car, and you have a really great smelling car. My sister loves hers, don't you, Amy? And that's just one example. And I have all different kinds, okay? This one is a bee with a colored jasper, dyed jasper. And all this is going to be available at my website. I do have some other stuff on there right now, too. So let me get that off there. Go back, get the banner off. I'm telling you, I need my sister. She needs to get a computer and help out with this. I'll put her to work. She's my older sister. That's what big sisters are for, right? Thank you, Carol. Thanks for saying that. Carol says she likes my candles. Everything's Reiki charged. I also made more of my self-care kits. Did I say that? But these are my self-care kits. The hand salve and the lip balm are not melt and pour. They are my own recipe, and they do not have fragrance oil in them. They have essential oils, and everything in them have to pass my personal test. So I have atopic dermatitis, and it's very, very, very super sensitive skin. So I try everything on me before I even put it, not each individual thing to give to people, but little samples that I keep aside when I make a batch, and I try on myself first before I'll even sell to the public. So the batch that I made right now actually has a sandalwood and orange in the hand salve and a lemon orange in the lip balm, which is really quite nice. Very light. The sandalwood isn't overpowering because too much fragrance or, too much scent actually can irritate the skin as well, even if it's natural. So, done with my spiel. Let's get back to everybody, huh? Get over here. So, all right. Card time. Rebecca, you're getting a card if you're still here. Okay. You are getting Lenormand. Thanks, Alyssa. Let's see. I have my first appointment here tomorrow with a client, not in my apartment, but in the building itself. The owner has given me a spot downstairs, and I will start seeing clients. If anybody wants a one-on-one session or whatever you want to call it, right? A reading, I should say. More than welcome. Just give me a call, or again, go to my website, elementalintentions.com. Okay, Rebecca, here's your card. Oh, this music, huh? I don't know if you can hear it. It's crazy. Remember what I started this whole little rant with, or I like to call them rants? The self. The inner child. What are you fighting against, Rebecca? I say fighting because this is a jack, and it's a jack of spades, which is swords, okay? So you have a lot of battle scars. You have a lot of battle wounds that open easily, okay? And you have all that experience. You have all that wisdom from being able to survive through all these situations to be where you are now. But why are your eyes closed? Where are you? You're at the end of a little dock, aren't you? A little pier. Now, there's a lot of water and everything's really kind of dark, and you only have one little light over here, but off in your mind, you're somewhere else. Open your eyes. You need to open your eyes, and kind of like what I said with Abigail's card, embrace your roots. Remember, the message when I was meditating was that you have to learn what you came here to learn. And that is really, really a hard thing to kind of grapple with, because people are crappy. They are. And if you are an empath, it's a struggle to put all the things that have happened to you, to leave them behind you and to move forward. Don't stay too far in the past. You're not going to be able to move forward, and you need to move forward. Nurture that inner child when you have a moment to yourself, okay? But you have to understand you have so much wisdom to share with people. You have survived a lot. You're getting through a lot. And you're a knight. You're the one sent out to do battle. And who sends you out to do the battle, to do the dirty work? Ask yourself that. Who's sending you out to do the dirty work? You've been knighted. You have. So what's your next step? Think about that. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. I hope that card helped a little bit, Rebecca. Now I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, too. If you have any questions, you just let me know. Take a deep breath, Rebecca. Feeling some vibes, if that's even possible. Okay. Take a deep breath. Flow. You're way down here. Look at the bigger picture. You cannot stop. What was that? Stop. From Boston all of a sudden. You can't stop the natural flow and the natural order of things, no matter how hard you try. Okay? Remember that. This is about flow. This is about the natural order of things. There's so much going on in this card. I hope you could actually take a screen capture of it. That would be really great if you could do that. Okay? You are beginning your journey. Don't give up on you. Okay. Don't give up on your roots. Don't give up on where you have been, all the situations that you have been through. Just by pushing them aside for right now in order to move forward isn't belittling yourself and isn't shutting down or not validating who and what you are and what your needs are. What it is giving yourself time to breathe through that growth spurt. Okay? Hi, Bonita. Thanks for showing up from YouTube, and I hope that helped Rebecca. Okay? So, Bonita is on here from YouTube. Let's see here. Anybody have any questions about the new moon or anything that we're in right now? Bonita, this is for you. And yes, you can ask a question. Go ahead and ask a question. Okay. Actually, this is a new moon right now, meaning that it's kind of a dark moon. Okay. If you look up, the sky's dark. That's the stage we're at right now. So we are just starting to go into a waxing phase, meaning what we can visually see with our eyes. The moon is going to be getting bigger up until a full moon, and then it starts waning. So right now, we need to kind of focus, prepare, finish things, just kind of build stuff up, take care, and, cross all the T's, dot all the I's. Okay? We're working towards something right now. Hi, Cindy. Good to see you. Okay. So, Bonita, here is your card. Bonita. Interesting card. Look at that. Wow. The book card. 10 of Pentacles. You have so many options in front of you right now. Which one are you going to choose? Don't feel, and this all has to do with what I started tonight's rant with, which is, just because you have all the education and life experience doesn't mean that you have the wisdom to execute, meaning to use and apply that education. Okay? I mean, yeah. I tell you, sometimes I feel like I'm the passenger on this car ride. I'm like, oh, whatever. Okay. So, Bonita, here you are. You have all these books. You actually have the book card. Okay. Now, does this mean you're writing? Does this mean that you think that you need to relearn something or adapt to a situation? You have so many avenues your life could go in right now. You really, really do. Open up one. Open up one of these books and see where it takes you. Trust your instincts. You're not trusting them enough right now in order to guide you, okay? Listen to your gut. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't feel overwhelmed. That might happen because of what's going on with the new moon and everything in retrograde, okay? But hi, Danielle. Just open up, meaning just choose from all of the options that you have laid out in front of you. You have so many different life directions that you could go into right now. It's not as confining as you think it is. Also, if you do want to brush up on something that you pushed aside for a really long time, now is the time to do it. This is also a card for that. Okay? So I hope that helped a little bit. It seemed really vague. I think it seemed vague. Don't know how you feel about it, Bonita. So let's see here. Let's get your oracle card, huh? It's so great to see you guys talk to each other on the side. I love it. I really do. It's like a little family over there. Okay. Let's see. Your oracle card, Bonita. Mental repetition. Now, cut it out. This is why you feel overwhelmed. This is why you feel overwhelmed and you don't see all the options in front of you. It's because, like many of us, this card is implying that the things that have happened to you in the past are kind of at the forefront of the mind, and you keep replaying everything, and it's keeping you from moving forward. If you notice, the eyes are closed, okay? You can't see what's in front of you. So looking back on that book card, okay, write it down. If you don't write things down, try writing it all down. And I know it sounds really hokey and stupid and just whatever, right? Trust me, I don't like writing journals. But when things get too chaotic, if I start to just make lists of things I have to do, lists of things I want to do, it turns into a journal, okay? And it gets those thoughts and it breaks the pattern of repetition. It breaks it right in half, okay? And you'll be able to see your way out of that rut. So you might want to consider that too. But you have so many options in front of you. You really do, okay? And they're all really good ones. That was a pentacle or a diamond, I should say, right? Same thing. It's an earth card, all about attainment and growth and wealth and education, right? What? I'm sorry, Benita. I just looked over at what Carol said. What are you talking about, lady? I just saw the last line. I was like, what? Okay. All right. That's hilarious. Nah. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about what you said. Perfect, Bonita. Start writing. Okay. Get it out of your mind. Break that cycle. Break that. Get out of the rut. That's the goal in life, is to get out of the rut and stop repeating things over and over and over again, okay? Okay. 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 Danielle, you're getting a card. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get your Lenormand. Hi, Amaris. You're very welcome, Benita. I hope it helped. If you have any questions at all, you reach out to me on Facebook or wherever you see me, okay? Rachel G. Palmistry on Instagram and on Facebook, okay? You can message me there. So, Danielle, it's good to see you, Amaris. Thanks for joining from YouTube. Danielle, here's your card. Mice. Mice, 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 mice. How many times has this card come up in like the past few weeks? Mice, okay? Now, I just get the word tenacity with you. Very tenacious. Danielle, what are you doing? Let's take a look at this imagery, okay? We have a park bench over here, which obviously is very large for you to sit in since you are a mouse, right? You're at the edge of a field, or is it a grassy knoll? I'm going to say field because there's a wheat shaft right here, okay? And guess what? Before you go out there into the human world, right, where you might get chased off or get caught in a trap or something, right? Another little mouse is like, hey, Danielle, you might not want to go out there, okay? You might want to think about this. So think about it. We also have 7 of clubs, which is a fire card. So there is a lot of, let's throw everything at this. Let's just do it. Don't leap before you look. I could have said that better the way everybody normally hears it, right? Look before you leap, okay? That's just how my spirit guides are, okay? They try to... old way of doing things, okay? So look before you leap. Whatever you are currently going through, decisions you're making, changes that are going on in your life, okay? You have the tenacity, meaning you have the strength that has gotten you this far. But to go out into this area of humans don't necessarily like mice, do they? Understand who you are, understand your strengths, and even understand what you consider to be weaknesses. Because once you understand them and embrace them, it's not a weakness. It's a unique quality that you have. I'm not playing down to you or anything like that because that's crap. Okay? This is a strength. Weaknesses, once you understand what they are, they no longer, the word weakness no longer applies to them, okay? It's actually a strength in disguise. Look before you leap. New direction. Look before you leap. Don't take the first thing that's offered to you, Danielle. Don't settle, okay? That is the energy of the 7 of fire or 7 of clubs, okay? Now, that means let's just throw everything at it. And I also get the imagery of pickup sticks. You familiar with that game, Pickup Sticks? Now, it's literally where you pick up the sticks. You shake them up in this can, right, this canister, and then you set it down, and you lift the canister off, and then they all just kind of fall down. And it's an old game, which is probably why my spirit guides are showing it to me. But look it up, and that's a strategy you might want to employ. Why, I don't know, but that's straight from my spirit guide, okay? So they're hopping tonight, I tell you. Okay, this is your oracle card. Vibration. Check this out. In the dark is where you will find your light. It's where you're going to be most comfortable. Some people view the bat as kind of like a high priestess card, okay? As in the tarot, if you're familiar with tarot at all. It's the number 2. It's a major arcana card. So there's going to be a major shift with your life, okay? And that's not for the worse, not for bad or anything. It's just a change is coming, okay? And since you are really focused on, I'm sorry, I'm reading over here. Wendy said 50 stick pickup. Yeah. So if you are focused on your career right now, guess what? Look where you normally don't look. It will be the last thing that you expect. And that is where you will be comfortable, and that's where you will find flight and be able to grow and use your wings, okay? It'll be the best thing for you. Don't settle. Wait, okay? Hope that helped. Yeah, I don't know, Valerie. That just came to me. Valerie is saying, it just flew out of my mouth. I don't know. Hi, Erin. Good to see you here. I hope that helped, Danielle. Okay. Wendy, you're getting a card. And thanks for joining me tonight, everybody. Hi, Dom. Good to see you. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. So came on here actually in hopes that we would all just find some quiet time for ourselves, okay? And if I can help any of you at any point at all, just, I'm happy with that, okay? That's my life path. So here we go. So let's see. Who did I say? Wendy, you're getting a card. Okay. I was like, wait, who? Sorry about that. There are 50 things at one time in my brain. Okay, Carol. Carol's saying bye. Thanks for coming by, Carol. Okay, Wendy, here's your card. The fish. Okay. So this card typically is about business. But for you, Wendy, I'm going to say it's not just about business. Yeah. Over here, we have the King of Diamonds. Yeah. He's got wealth. He's got attainment. He knows how to work business, etc., and knows how to socialize and, rub elbows with people and rub shoulders, elbows, whatever it is, right, with people in order to get to places he needs to be. But it's also about you. Which fish are you? Are you the one swimming against everybody else? I mean, going in the opposite direction, down here by the king? Or are you just swimming in the same current as everyone else? What would happen if you went the opposite direction of what you're doing right now? Does it frighten you? You have to understand, this is a King of Diamonds or Pentacles or coins, okay? And normally it shows the king sitting on a throne in a wheat field with coins everywhere and stuff, right? Because he has all of the ability to attain what he wants, and also where, and to know who, where, what, how, and why people should benefit from his work and from his wealth and attainment and growth that he has himself. Okay. So you have that ability. Are you going to keep swimming in the same direction as everybody else, or is it time to go in the opposite direction and strike out on your own? Whether it be business or whether it be socially. What you gonna do, Wendy? What you gonna do? Trust your gut. That's what you're gonna do. Now we're gonna pull an oracle card, but I want you to look at this imagery, okay? Even though it is the diamonds, this is water, obviously. So there are emotions locked in with this card. Don't feel that you have to run with the pack just because everybody else is running in that direction. Will it be hard to swim against the tide? Hard to swim against going, downstream, upstream, whatever the term is? Yeah, but salmon do it, don't they? Whatever. They also fly out of the water every once in a while, too. Pay attention. Pay attention. Listen to your gut on this. Now, let's see here. Here's your oracle card. Thank you, Dom, for saying that. We try. I say we because some of the things that pop in my head I know are my dad, or I know, or just different things from my spirit guides and situations that I've been through. Okay. So, Wendy, here's your oracle. What was I saying about socially? Positive-minded people. Go against the grain of things, meaning go against the pattern. Surround yourself with positive-minded people. That's what you need right now. Okay? Gotta turn that down a little bit. Okay. That's what you need right now. There may be a little bit of a social upset if you tell people, hey, I can't hang out with you. I gotta go do this for me right now. But take that time out that you need. Give yourself some breathing room, okay? And find those people that just don't keep taking. You might have a lot of people in your life that just take, okay? Meaning you'll just do everything in the world for them. You just do. And it's hard to be around people like that all the time. I mean, if that is what your family unit is, your business is, etc., it's okay. Okay, and obviously you can't change that like that. But remember, in order to keep pushing forward, you have to take a pause and a time out for yourself. That part of you that needs to breathe. Okay, just regroup. Okay. Hope that helped, Wendy. Okay. Aaron, you're getting a card. Oh, Amy. Amy reminded me of this, so here we go. My sister. My virtual tip jar. It's tacky, but hey. Okay. Some of you always ask, so outside of here, I don't know what. It's an interesting dynamic, but so anyway, Aaron, you're getting a card. Good, I'm happy to help Wendy. Remember to breathe. Take time for you. Even if you have to go in the bathroom for 5 minutes and just stand there with the door closed, do it. Because that's 5 minutes that you're taking for yourself, that other people just can't see that you need and deserve. Okay? All right. So Aaron, let's do a card for you. The Clover. Wow. Clover. So what do bees use to make honey? That's right. That's the first thing that pops into my head every time I see the Clover card. Okay. It's kind of like the making when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. That scenario. Down here, we have the Six of Diamonds, which is all about attainment and growth with pentacles, coins, everything. Okay, Earth card. But the situation with that is that I'm just going to say it. It's in my head really loud. And I've never agreed with this term, but it's in my head really loud, so I'm going to say it, Aaron. Flies are attracted to honey. I don't think they are, to be honest. I think flies are attracted to vinegar and things like that. But in my head, this is what is being screamed in my head, is that the flies will be attracted to the honey, okay? And they will stay. So I have no idea what that means for you. But I also feel like I have to tell you that you have a lot of luck that is on your side, whether you see it or not. And the grass is not always greener on the other side of your situation. Meaning, you know how they say the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence or whatever. It's not in your case. Okay? Make honey with what you have. Okay? And it's going to take a lot of hard work with what life has dealt you. Because think of how hard a bee works. Okay? How many flowers they have to actually visit, how much pollen they have to gather in order to make a teaspoon of honey. I can't remember the ratio or anything, but it is insane. Okay? You can do it. You have the ability to do it. You can do it. But don't compare who you are and what life has dealt you. Don't compare it to what other people have been dealt and what they have. Right now, it's your time to shine. Okay? I hope you can see that. And we're going to pull an oracle card, too. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Okay. It's been tough on all of us. And sometimes even that in itself gets overwhelming. Can't see the forest for the trees. It's like if everybody's happy and you're the odd man out because you're sad, you're like, what's wrong with me? And then if everybody's sad and you're the one that's happy, it's like, what's wrong with me? Or if everybody's sad and you're sad, what can we compare it to? It's like, wait, what's going on in the world? Then things get really overwhelming. So what can you take from that little tirade, that tangent I just had? Well, being different is a catalyst for change. Being different is embracing who you are and allows you to see the unique qualities that you bring to the table and that should be shared with others. Make honey with what life has given you, and they will come. They will. Okay. So, interesting. Barriers. I want to point out you're on a dragon. You see that? I actually happen to like this card a lot. So if you're on a dragon, you have to understand something about your energy. Is that you could level the whole playing field if you wanted to. You could just like torch it all, set it on fire, boom, gone. Or you can just hold it in. When are you going to draw that line in the sand? When I said, you know, make honey out of that clover and make honey out of, you know, something sweet out of what life has dealt you. Remember those boundaries and those barriers that were put up by people. I don't know if there's some kind of judgment that has been passed by other people, like an assumption about you, but it's not right. It's not right. Just keep plugging along and people will wake up. Keep your barriers in place when they do wake up, though. And I just keep getting this flies, you'll catch more flies with honey. That's what's in my head. So you might want to think about that, okay? You might want to think about that, Aaron. I don't know where that's coming from because I don't personally agree with it. But when things come in my head, as some of you guys know, I do say it because there might be something, a message that someone needs to hear. Okay? So I try my best. It's a constant struggle, fight, argument, knockdown, drag out in my head sometimes. Like, I'm not saying that. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh, crap, why didn't I say that? You know? So I try. Okay. So, yeah, they'll regret. I also want to say, Aaron, that people will regret some assumption or something of you. They'll regret it. But remember, they showed who they really were. Okay? That's another good thing, Rebecca. Rebecca says, be careful who you're being sweet to. That's another good thing, Aaron. Thank you for that. Really? I didn't know that, Dom. Wow, okay. So, Dom, would you like a card? I'll pull an oracle card for you. Okay. For your energy. Hope you don't mind. Just kind of feel like just an oracle card. This is after all the whispers of healing. This particular deck. Okay. Boundaries are a hard thing to work on, Wendy. I just saw that over here. Okay. I struggle. The struggle is real, as my niece always said. Struggle's real when it comes to boundaries. As soon as you let your guard down, sometimes it's just, it's a mess. Okay. Kindness. Wow, I love this card. Dom, I've had this deck for years, and I have never pulled this card. No lie. This is amazing. Find kindness. You will find kindness, actually, in the last place that you expect. You also, just look at this imagery. It says, be back in nature. Also, a child image of a child means focusing on your inner child, okay? Letting that inner child, I'm like trying to go around this card, letting that inner child play, laugh. This is what you need to focus on right now. And look at all these birds and squirrels and everything that are actually coming to you. They don't mind you being there. That's because of your energy. You will be at peace if you embrace your inner child. And I do mean that. Send yourself a hug. Go back, send yourself some energy. Okay? Yeah. This is really a nice card. I also get like Old Man Time, Old Man Winter. Maybe some things are going to change in winter time for you. Okay? Because if you notice, these trees do not have leaves. It actually looks like he has some icicles hanging from him. And he is a tree, if you notice. He is a tree. Okay? Spend time for you, not for others. Okay. Good. Hi, Gia. Good to see you. Okay. Yeah. I know you need more hugs, Dom. Feel your energy. Feel. It's weird. I come on here and no exaggeration. When I start doing cards, I kind of feel what you guys are going through, which is why sometimes I have to tell you to breathe. It's weird. It's weird. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Hi, Angela. Angela is sending you a hug, Dom. Virtual. Hi, Arati. Hope I said your name properly. Thanks for joining. Angela, you look like my niece. It's crazy. You could be her twin. So. Let's see here. This is for Valerie. Cross. Now, there are several directions that this card could go in. So I'm just going to say, are you actually familiar with tarot, Valerie? I'm waiting. Bueller. I'm joking with you guys. No, okay. So, anytime this card pops up, I always think of the Hermit card in tarot and the Hierophant card in tarot. Those are all major arcana cards, okay? And that combines with the Six of Clubs, okay? It's a triumph card. It's wands, fire, clubs, all the same suit, pretty much, okay? And this is a triumph card. So if you were to give yourself, give of yourself, what is the word? These words are flying in my head rapid fire. I'm so sorry. It's like, la, 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 la. All right. Calm down. I have to take a breath. Okay, so Hierophant card is kind of called the Pope card. Okay, so what do we know about popes? Religious, obviously, it's the cross, right? And what do we know of the Hermit? We also know that the Hermit is traditionally in the Rider-Waite deck, the guy with a little lantern who's either on a boat, who's just kind of going through a tunnel by himself, right, and going to get to the other side. And also symbolizes somebody who has isolated themselves, okay? So do not lose yourself in isolating and separating yourself from others too much. Don't be afraid to try something new. This is a triumph card, okay? It will work. Whatever it is that you want to do, try it. I don't know what you're going through, but it's going to work. But don't sacrifice yourself while you're doing it. Don't. You need to be social. This card, the fire, the Six of Fire, is about actually elevating yourself to a point of where you can go forward. And how are you going to be able to do that if you just keep sacrificing parts of yourself for, and I hate to say this because it sounds really kind of bad, but sacrificing yourself for what you deem to be the better good? At some point in time, you have to understand that you are a part of that better good, okay? You need just as much from other people around you that you give to them. So once you realize that, I think this whole isolation aspect is going to kind of diminish a little bit, and you will have so much success, and you will feel free to fly. And I'm sorry, the words are just rushing so fast in my head right now. Okay? Very benevolent energy, meaning very giving, pure energy, okay, with this card. But don't give too much of yourself to the point where there's nothing left. You're going to triumph, but remember to take time out, pause, and breathe when you need to. You're really going to have to be in sync with your energy. Okay? Hope that helped a little bit. Okay, hope that helped. Now, see, you had to take a deep breath too. All right. Let's see here. Okay, let's get your oracle card. Compassion. I would have expected nothing less pulling that other card. Okay, I don't know. The lighting in here is getting really wonky. So, the compassion card. Let's take a good look at this imagery. You are actually pausing, bending down to talk to the rabbit. Also, we see trees that have actually passed away. We see different leaves, meaning autumn, fall, heading into that time of year. Is this a change that I'm talking about? Is this the time frame that it's going to happen in? Think about it. I don't know what you have on your horizon, but there will be somebody, and I really do feel that you're just giving too much of yourself to the point of where you could actually just kind of wilt away. Remember, the first card I pulled tonight was a tree. Now, if you were to cut the tree in the middle, the part of the tree with the branches, it's not going to grow anymore, is it? It's not going to do anything. It isn't like it's going to miraculously sprout roots. You have to embrace who you are, and you can't deplete your resources to the point of where you don't have anything left to give yourself. Because the goal in life is to keep going and to weather the seasons. Okay? And this little bunny is there saying hi. And look at you bending over and saying, "Hey there, bunny." Cherish the small things. That's the thing that's in my head. Cherish the small things. And a change is on the horizon this fall. Okay. This deck, Aaron, is the Whispers of Healing Oracle deck. Looks like that. Okay. They're all pretty much watercolor paintings that were turned into, these aren't actual, I mean, they're prints, but the original artwork were watercolor paintings that somebody printed and turned into an oracle deck. So, hope that helped, Valerie. Hope that helped. So, everybody, I hope we're in a little bit of a better place mentally. Remember to take some time for you. We have to, okay? I kind of went AWOL and just dived into my hero and a half shell phase and just, the turtle that I am, hid in my shell for a couple weeks. Felt good. getting some answers to things. I think that's what this is all about, and I think that's also what this new moon is going to be about, is to understand and embrace who we are, all the things that we've been through. Because as my guide said, learn what you came here to learn. And also what my other guide said was, just because you have the education of something doesn't mean you have the wisdom to execute that education, meaning to actually do something with that education. And I think it's very poignant. Don't give up on yourself, the inner you. Don't give up on your roots. And don't push aside all the hard things and the harm that you have actually encountered in your life. It's still on you. They're scars. They're scars. You can look down at them and remember them, and you can feel them as soon as you look down at them. But I'm going to tell you right now, other people, they're not going to be able to see it. They're not. And it's no fault or flaw of theirs. It isn't. And I understand sometimes that gets very tiring, especially for all the empaths out there. Okay? But also, I feel I need to tell you guys that you need to look up the parasympathetic nervous system. I hope I said that right. I don't know. It just flew in my head about, a half hour before I came on here tonight. Pay attention. Look it up. Because what it really is that sometimes we get so locked into how we feel and locked into our empathic sides that it will actually screw with our physical. Okay? And it's very interesting. And I'm actually butting heads with that right now and went to a hospital concerning it. So it's interesting. It's interesting. But this too shall pass. I'm here to learn and here to help. It's my life path. Okay? So a few more things. I'm going to be at the Rogers sale this Friday. I'll actually be there at 7:30. 7:30 in the morning. I will be set up. Oh, God. All right. Sure. And I'll probably be there till 4 something. Maybe 3. I don't know. But anyway, I'll have all the following stuff there. I'll have everything you see on my website. And like I said when I first started, I made these really great. These are Mayan hot chocolate, as Mayan as in the culture, okay? Mayan culture. They often put chilies and cinnamon in their hot chocolate when they drank it, and it actually does have cinnamon, spice, and also chocolate scent. So these are votives. They're not on my website yet, but I will have them in person this Friday at the Rogers Flea Market. I also made more self-care kits, and the little jar is a hand salve and the lip balm. Both of those are my own recipe. They are not melt and pour, because melt and pour has preservatives in it that are icky and nasty for really allergy-ridden skin, and I happen to know about that firsthand. So, because I have atopic dermatitis. But so the scent that I actually use is essential oil, and it's not overpowering, because even too much scent, even if it's essential oil, can actually irritate the skin. So the hand salve batch that I just made is actually a mild sandalwood with orange, and the lip balm is a lemon orange. So, and I have that available in Nagchampa candles, tea rose candles, and coconut lime. And I also have these fancy newfangled things I've been making, these rear view mirror oil diffusers. They're terracotta. I have all different designs. Every one of them has a different bead. This one just happens to be a tiger's eye bead, and that is an oil blend that I made. And the one for that particular one was a creamsicle. So it was orange essential oil with vanilla fragrance oil blend. And you just plop a drop onto the little diffuser. It's terracotta. So if it's hanging around your rear view mirror, the sun kind of just bakes the oil out. So your car smells really great. And I have all different kinds of them. Like this one is a bee with a dyed piece of jasper on it. And I have a ton of them. Okay. I have like a ton. I went crazy. Also want to say I am taking appointments at the Phoenix building in Lisbon, Ohio. And this is what the space looks like. It is not decorated in this picture with all my various accoutrements, but you can see it. Those are Rennie's crystal paintings and things like that that she put there. Rennie's the owner. And let me get that off there. And we're back. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining tonight. And I really hope that some of you I was able to help. Again, my tip jar is right there. And I hope all of you guys know and understand and remember that you are loved. And it may feel like you are alone on this journey, but trust me, you are not alone, okay? And if you calm yourself down and have the ability to calm and center, even for a minute, you'll understand that. And one of the other things that I often rely on whenever I'm really stuck in my depression, which I have been lately, is that the only thing that we'll ever know is that we will never know. And that, I believe, was either Socrates or Plato that said that. I can't remember at this very second. And that holds true. And understand that everything is energy. And energy cannot be destroyed. And so if everything is energy, you are energy, I'm energy, everything's energy. What happens to us? It just changes form. So, and I often say this to people because we often need to hear it. We just change form. All of our experiences are locked into us. And that's just how important our path is. We are a part of a bigger picture. We are loved, or our energy would not exist at all. But we do. Remember that. Learn what you came here to learn. All right. It's all for me. Bye, everybody. And I hope you have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Bye-bye.